Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today for this segment of Service After Albright. I'm Karen, and with me today is Callie. She's from United Planet, and she has a really great program that I'm excited for you to learn more about. So, Callie, tell us more about you and your experience with United Planet.
Sure. Well, thank you again for having us. My name is Callie Roberts. I'm an international programs and partnership manager with United Planet. I think going over about United Planet in the beginning, just as what we are as an organization, might be helpful, and then that can inform kind of my role. But we are a nonprofit organization based in Boston, Massachusetts, that runs international volunteer and internship programs. The durations go from 1 week all the way up to a full year. And we have projects working with education, global health, sustainability, community development. So all really unique and exciting projects. And then we also have a virtual program that we recently launched kind of as a result of the pandemic, with a lot of our travel programs being suspended. So transitioning to that space in the meantime. But my role within the organization, I have been here about 3 years now. And when I first started, I was just kind of a programs coordinator working in our short-term department, which is programs running from 1 week up to 12 weeks. So helping coordinate volunteer and internship programs for anyone going abroad for select destinations for a short-term program. And then over time with United Planet, I've been able to get more involved with partnerships, which kind of look a lot of different ways. We have university partnerships for groups that we have traveling abroad, so having the chance to help coordinate group opportunities. We also have a lot of relationships with honor societies and student organizations, so providing scholarships and unique opportunities for members of certain groups to also join our program. So a lot of different hats that I get to wear. And with our virtual program that we've launched, I've been able to help with groups of students, or just people looking to do more of a collaborative online experience.
That's incredible. So, you're pretty busy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're a pretty small team, so there's a lot of things happening at once, but it's been a great experience, personally working with this organization, and a lot of growth and a lot of new programming is happening all the time. And so it's been really exciting to be able to be part of that.
Sure. And speaking of program, looking through your website, you have a ton of different opportunities. And now with the launch of, virtual, what would be like your selling points, or what are the benefits of doing your programs? What makes it really, the standout opportunity for a student to take part in?
Yeah, definitely. So, obviously there's a lot of different organizations out there running volunteer programs, internship programs, group travel programs. But I think one thing that makes United Planet really unique and special is that we offer kind of a high level of customization to our programs. And so for our travel programs, for anyone going abroad for 1 week up to 12 months, so a full year, all of our volunteers have the opportunity to choose the duration that they're going abroad, the destination they want to go to, the project area that they're interested in working with. And for our short-term and midterm programs, which are 1 to 12 weeks and 4 to 16 weeks, those programs are open and running year round, and volunteers are accepted on a rolling basis. And so they're really flexible to specific timeframes and durations as well. So someone could do a 2-week program or an 18-week program or 16-week program. So there's a lot of flexibility there as well. And so I think that high level of customization with our programs makes it really special and unique, because people are really able to choose areas that they're passionate about, when it works for their schedule, if they're looking to develop certain skills, practice language abilities. We really try to tailor our programs to those types of things. And that also translates to our virtual program, which is a new initiative, like I said, that launched because of travel restrictions leading to the suspension of our in-person programs. But our virtual volunteer and internship opportunities are still very much customized to someone's interests. If there's countries they want to get to know and work with, if there's project areas, if someone wants to do teaching or health research or advocacy. And then the timeframes as well vary from 1 month up to 6 months. And then virtual volunteers and interns can choose kind of their hour per week commitment as well. So still trying to offer that high level of customization and flexibility. And one really exciting thing about our virtual program is Obviously there's no travel involved. And so someone can get started with a project, in as little as 2 to 3 weeks and then work, all the way up to 6 months. And because there's no travel and because you can dedicate, 5 to 10 hours a week as a low amount, it allows you to really join that type of experience in addition to maybe school or graduate school or a part-time job. So still allowing for an international and immersive experience within your kind of everyday life.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
Something
in
where,
a non-pandemic world, where would be like your dream location and project?
yeah, so I've actually had the chance to travel to some of our programs around the world for different reasons. I've gone on group trips abroad as kind of a trip lead. I've served as a chaperone for some of our team programs that we run in the summer. And I have a lot of favorite places in the world, but one destination that I love with all of the programs that we have available is our program in Peru. We have a lot of different projects around working with children and education and the environment in Cusco, which is the closest major city to Machu Picchu, and it used to be the heart of the Inca Empire. And so there's a lot of really unique history and culture there, as well as this international vibe because so many people are traveling through to go to Machu Picchu. And so I've actually been there 3 times with our programs, and every time just, I'm so thankful to be back. So I think out of all of our programs, it's definitely a place that I encourage people to look into. And, there's a lot of activities like language lessons and cooking classes and dance classes that get involved with the program. And so it's a really neat experience overall.
That sounds amazing.
And I'm so sad with the pandemic that everything's closed because that also inhibits me having the chance to go and experience some of our programs. So I'm definitely
Sure.
trying to get back to some semblance of normal.
Well, say we have a student watching that, is really interested in taking part in one of your programs. What would their next step be?
Yeah, definitely. So for any of our programs, the enrollment form for them can be found on our website. So going to unitedplanet.org. For our in-person programs, there is just a standard enrollment form. There's actually a purple button in the upper right-hand corner of our website that'll bring you to the in-person program enrollment forms. There's one for short-term, midterm, and then there's one for long-term. So someone would just need to fill out whatever application, depending on the program that they want to do. And then for our virtual program, there's an application on the virtual programs page. So it's specific to that page. It's not on the overall main landing page. So for any of the applications, go ahead, submit them. It's not selective or competitive. It really just asks for contact information, tentative dates, areas of interest, countries of interest, all of that. And then once the enrollment form has been submitted, then one of our program managers within our office will follow up with next steps from there. So we have different team members working with different durations in different countries. So it's kind of an internal process of who is the program manager someone will work with. And then we kind of have that personalized process where we then work together on getting a new form submitted, having a phone session where we go through project and country and program details further. And then from there, confirm placement in country. But the main kind of key next step for anyone who's interested in moving forward would be submitting the appropriate enrollment form on our website.
Great. Thank you so much, Callie. This was wonderful. I certainly learned a lot. I'm sure our Lions are learning a lot too. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you watching for joining us for Service After Albright today.